Well, I'm not exactly in the middle of nowhere, but I am going to take a walk in the woods. I'm still at my brother's place. Our little adventure didn't turn out. How come I can't get that on there? That is so bizarre. I'm sitting in the shade, so I literally can't see this tower unless I zoom in on my camera. Well, probably doesn't help that I'm wearing glasses, shades. I forgot about my sunglasses. So, yeah, let me try to turn around. I'm at the extension of the bike trail. This is where it goes into the woods on the south side of my brother's place and then goes down to our local football field, which is just at the bottom of the hill. And I usually walk a different way to come up here, but I've never tried this bike trail yet because they just did it a year ago. I think maybe a little more than a year ago they completed this side. So figured rather than walk in the tall grass and take a chance of ticks, I'm just going to walk a path. Probably safe route. But it's been dry here. We haven't really had any significant rain in quite some time. So the bugs aren't horrible, but where we just were down in the low valley watershed, man, the mosquitoes are hatched. They are horrible. So we turned around, not to mention we couldn't get far. It would have been a longer walk with the bugs if we'd have had to stop where that cherry tree was. So we chose not to do so. Getting ate up by mosquitoes wasn't worth it because they can bite right through your clothes. And I don't like wearing bug dope. I can't breathe it. It's just unhealthy for me as far as being unhealthy with already blood cancer. But I fight it with every means of my body in nature to take care of myself because man's medicine don't work. It worked as an emergency tool. It always works as an emergency tool. It can save your life. But when it comes to your broken down body and disease, nah, not so much, folks. You gotta do it the hard way, not the way that they want to coax you into with drugs. It just leads you down a horrible long life path of not having much of a life. My Brucey, he come flying up here a minute ago before I turned my camera on, just racing up, maybe clean out the carbon, who knows. But yeah, Bruce, they've got him so medicated up because he has a violent tendency, and when he says you might want to get out of here, you better believe him because he will hit you. So they've got him on all kinds of meds. He's stemming from his Parkinson's really bad. I went and saw him finally, but he wasn't really with it too much. I got too emotional, of course. But and nurse came in, gave him his meds, and he ended up going back to sleep. So I let it be for that visit. He seemed to recognize me somewhat, but yet he didn't seem coherent enough to be able to say anything. And then when she gave him that medicine, he just held it in his mouth the whole time I was there, and then went to sleep. So I'm going to take a walk down this path. When I get to a really interesting overlook, if I get one into Munising, I'll come back on. Thanks for listening. See you later. Bye, y'all.